We've already talked about the adverse selection problem when the buyers have imperfect information, but we can also look at a market where the sellers have imperfect information. A good example of this is insurance. Suppose you have a mix of consumers. Some of them are high-cost consumers and some of them are low-cost consumers when we're talking about insurance. So if you were the insurance company, you would charge the high-cost consumers $6,000. And suppose you would charge the low-cost consumers $2,000. But when a consumer comes or a customer comes to you and says, I would like to get insurance, you don't know whether they're going to be a high-cost customer or a low-cost customer. And so you have to make some guess on what price to charge. If you had 50-50 expectations between whether it was a high-cost or a low-cost, you might charge $4,000. Now let's look at the adverse selection problem in this market. If your price is $4,000, well, the demand for insurance for low-cost individuals is going to be lower than the demand for insurance from high-cost individuals. People who know they're high-cost individuals are more likely to get sick, more likely to get in accidents. They know this. They're more likely to want insurance than a low-cost individual would. So the demand for high-cost people for insurance is higher than the demand for low-cost individuals. So if you're expecting a 50-50 split between high and low-cost consumers, you're going to get a disequilibrium in this adverse selection model where we have asymmetric information. Why is that? Well, at $4,000, we can see the number of insurance customers that are low cost is going to be 25, and the number of insurance customers that are high cost is going to be 75. So you set your price based on a 50-50 split, and given that price, you got a 75% high cost and a 25% low cost. Doesn't meet your expectations. You got a higher percentage of high cost customers than you expected, and thus the insurance company raises its price. It can get up to a price where the expected cost is based on pessimistic expectations that all consumers are going to be high cost consumers. That price is going to be $6,000, and at that price you're getting 40 customers that are high cost and 0 customers that are low cost, and your expectations are met. So this is going to be an equilibrium. But what we see is the high cost demand from high cost people drives out low cost people. So we see low cost insurance consumers don't consume any insurance, and we only have high cost individuals getting insurance. That's the adverse selection problem for sellers, and we see that often in insurance markets.